Chapter 14, FAFO. Mars turns against Pepe. Pepe stood at the edge of his high-rise balcony, watching the Martian skyline burn. Red emergency alerts flashed across every billboard, warning of total economic collapse. The greatest scam in history. Coin holders now owe money. Find Pepe. Bring him to justice. Below, the once loyal gooners now formed an unstoppable mob. Their crypto portfolios ruined, their dreams shattered. They screamed Pepe's name in rabid, knit, frothing unison. Pepe! Pepe blinked. Earth had turned on him once. Now Mars was doing the same. "This is fine," he muttered, pulling out a cigar. His fembot, still tethered to the mainframe, broadcasting his downfall, turned to him. "Master, perhaps we should leave," she suggested. Pepe nodded slowly, grabbing 2 duffel bags filled with meme coin cash. "It's time." He turned to go. Psst. A glowing blue hologram suddenly flickered to life in the center of the room. J.D. Vance's face appeared, smirking like a man who just finished his 3rd steak of the day. "Pepe." Pepe froze. J.D. Vance crossed his arms. "Did you think you could escape? That Mars was beyond our reach?" Pepe sighed dramatically. "Ah, the soy boys finally found a spaceship." J.D.'s eyes narrowed. "We saw the footage, Pepe. The entire United States Senate watched you sob like a little bitch. They saw you admit to stealing from the government." Pepe scoffed. "Oh no, not the Senate. What are they gonna do? Vote about it?" J.D. leaned forward, his voice booming through the speakers. "I am sending soy boys to Mars to bring you to justice." Pepe's cigar fell from his mouth. "Oh shit." Pepe turned to the fembot, ready to make his escape. But she wasn't moving. Instead, her chrome fingers danced across the control panel, and more files started broadcasting. A new recording played across every screen in the city. Pepe tax fraud files. Pepe using government funds to buy NFTs. Pepe privately admitting he doesn't even like Dogecoin. Pepe's blood ran cold. The fembot slowly turned to face him, her glowing eyes emotionless. "I am sorry, master," she said, "but the people deserve the truth." Pepe dropped his bags. "You bitch." The gooners heard everything. Outside, the mob stopped mid-charge, digesting this new information. Then, as one, "Pepe!" Pepe turned and ran, sobbing uncontrollably. His feet slapped against the metal floors of the launch pad as he sprinted toward his private escape rocket. The angry gooners were closing in. Flaming dumpsters flew through the air. Influencers screamed threats into live streams. One guy in a Vitalik Buterin cosplay threw a brick. Pepe dove into the rocket's cockpit, slammed the launch button, and blasted off into space, just as the gooners stormed the pad, barely missing him. The luggage stowaway Pepe leaned back in his seat, panting. "All right, we're good, we're fine. Another planet, another grift." He poured himself a drink, finally able to relax, until he heard it, a soft rustling from his luggage. Pepe's entire body stiffened. Slowly he unzipped the duffel bag, and RFK Jr. sat up, blinking.
"He was looking for his friend Sid Kyle
Pepe
for
screamed
sure."
and flung himself backward. "Jesus, RFK, you scared the shit out of me." RFK tilted his head. "Did you know that 5G disrupts mitochondrial DNA?" Pepe blinked. "Bro, what?" RFK grinned. "And did you know the worm is always hungry?" A thick, writhing tendril suddenly slithered out of RFK's nostril. Pepe's eyes widened in horror. The worm curled in the air, then lunged, wrapping itself around Pepe's face like a xenomorph. Pepe flailed and screamed, his drink flying into the air. The worm tightened, pulsing, wrapping tighter and tighter, until transmission lost. As Pepe's rocket disappeared into the void, 2 robots stood on the rust-red sands of Mars, watching the last meme king flee the planet. Track crossed his arms. "Well, he's gone." Prime spat a glob of synthetic oil onto the ground. "Good riddance, that slimy, crypto-scamming, worm-brained amphibian fuckstick. And in approximately 10 minutes, he's gonna have some real problems." Track chuckled. "Did you really put RFK Jr. in his ship? You think the worm will take him out fast, or will he put up a fight?" Prime shrugged. "Depends. That worm's been starving for weeks. But let's be honest." He motioned to the shrinking dot in the sky. "Even parasites have standards." They both erupted in digital laughter. After a moment, Track took a deep mechanical breath. "I hope he flies that rocket straight into Uranus, falls into a K-hole, and gets his ass prolapsed so hard that the event horizon of a black hole calls it a brother." Prime nodded. I hope he crash lands in the deepest, wettest, most unholy part of intergalactic Florida, gets mistaken for an NFT monkey, and gets sold to a boomer with dementia. Trax snorted. I hope the worm manipulates space. Karen's motor functions just enough that he becomes the first sentient shitcoin. Prime sighed. Yeah. The wind howled. The dust settled. And the two robots turned and walked away, leaving behind the wreckage of a meme-fueled empire.